Hi everyone, you're watching Jan FX, and in this video we'll do technical analysis for pound yen, okay, for the coming week. Okay, so right now I have 1 hour chart, and here is the previous week, right? This is what happened. We had a bit of the movement. Okay, it started to move on Monday straight away, so had we could possibly use this level to place the orders, but for me it wasn't good enough. But I don't trade this pair really, but for those of you who does, so you could have placed it and trade it for Monday. So then you can see it went up. I have a bit of the level here and went down, started to some consolidation here. So this would have been a possible trade. This is I would be trading if I would be trading, so that would look at that a bit better. Okay, and it moved up again and stopped by the level, then dropped again and started to be a little bit messy, I would say, around here. It's a little bit went down, not very strong consolidation because very little. Okay, that's why, like, for example, I didn't like it that much here. I mean, I still could possibly place the orders from that level. It would have been a small trade, still would have been a profitable. Okay, and then it went down a little bit, and right now it's pretty much nothing. It just sits around the level, consolidating. So let's look at the bigger picture and trying to see what could possibly happening in here and where to look for the trades. Okay, again, pound yen, pound. Okay, a lot about Brexit. That's why we have all this ups down, and not making a big movement just yet. Remember about 11th December, okay, something would be a week after this, okay, so of course don't forget about yen. Anything from Japan might influence and have big movements, but I would be, for me, would be more expecting, waiting for what, how they're going to speculate about pound, okay, Brexit news. So I would expect if there will be nothing done this week, then it could possibly just a little bit of break maybe down, okay, stop around here. So you see I draw these levels. That means it would look a little bit like a bearish flag, okay. So if the bearish flag, you know, it possibly will continue just the way down at some point. That would be number one expectation, okay, in this just based on the technical view. But with all the Brexit news, you never know where it's going to go, okay. So, and if there will be some movements here, and maybe this week it will just consolidate, and then maybe it will have another way up and then way down, and then with the big news it will drop, okay. So at the same time, of course, it might just push it up, and then who knows, the week after it will be just a small movement. So, but what to look at, of course, for the smaller trade, okay, let's say for the smaller trade at this moment, so I would just treat it as a flag and think it will go, and I would rather to see it consolidate in this area, okay. So that would be the number one to look at, okay, between this level and that level, something nice around here, and then possibly placing a trade buy order just to make well, think it might go back up, and at the same time, who knows, maybe it's time to break this level and go down. That would be my first view at it. That's it. That's pretty much it. It's that's how it is. Of course, if it will break, where you say where would you go? Of course, if it will not have a look, draw it straight, you know, like parallel, okay, and see if it will go and slow down around here, this area, okay, and then maybe it will turn around, okay, or maybe it will continue the way down, which means a possible consolidation again and placing pending orders both directions. But at this moment, I would rather start it with this way, okay, and not this way. I'm trying to do it parallel, okay, parallel as a possible flag, and see, because, well, at this moment I'm doing it this way, but also at the same time it kind of more looked like a pennant, right? It looked like pennant, it looked like it started to break, okay, started to break it. So it could possibly be because this was a good consolidation around here. We have all of these touch-ups, and so it could possibly just continue the way, and then that's what I'm saying, then you can just put that down and see if it might just go and stop around here. So I can't ignore this possibility of this being a bit of the pennant, but I just leave it as it is, just to see if it is still not a pennant, but it's still more, because we have these stops that are very strong, that is, still might be a little bit of the flag, bearish flag, okay. So that's it. That's why I'm saying, guys, in here on a smaller picture, when I look at it and to see You can see in here, right? So it's that's why I was telling you I didn't have that level, okay, from the previous video. If you watched it, I didn't have that level. I had just that red level, and I said to wait for consolidations. Could be up, it could be down. So right now it started kind of consolidate right in the middle of it, okay? So that's why maybe it will just sit in the middle of that level and just consolidate, might make sharp movements, okay? So that's why I have this level just in case to see what is that going to do. Is it possibly possibly a flag? And then that's what I'm saying, if it will not do that in the middle of it, but get a bit closer to this level, it might still do these sharp movements very wide, because you can see it's very wide, okay? It's started to consolidate in the middle. If you can understand what I'm trying to show you, let's just take that one because I don't really need it anymore, as you can see, right? Because that's what I was telling you previously. It's also started the same very sharp movements between, but then it eventually went down a bit. And here it started the same kind of, I call it very messy, same mess between very wide. Okay, so, and of course it can sit like that. Who knows? It might sit all the way until something happens the week after this week, or it might just go down, and then this is where the area to look at. Okay, so how it did previously. Once again, like I'm saying, I'm looking at what happened previously. Of course, at the same time, it might just sit on the top of it. Okay, but at this moment, it started to do the same thing. I mean, I can just leave it so you can understand the area. So that's the area, but I mean, it's very wide, but let's see if it's narrowing down, a little bit narrowed down. And like I'm saying, it might go just continue inside, or maybe it will go on top of it. Who knows? But at this moment, it's very wide. Okay, so it's going like this. So that's how I would look at as the first thing, first to look at. Okay, so best for me would be just to sit in this area underneath the level. So if it will ignore all of this, of course, and maybe it will just jump up with the open in the market, who knows, then of course to see if it will start to consolidate around this area. Once again, it would be a pretty much middle, go down to here and pretty much go up. I mean, it's wider, a little bit wider, but still a very good area for big movements. Okay, big movement up and big movement down. So it could possibly be, but first starting with that. So that's it, guys. That's my view on pound yen for this coming week, and even a little bit of view of another week. If it will all go according to plan, let's say the first view of this week. So if you like the video, don't forget to subscribe, like, and of course, happy trading, and I see you next week. Bye, everyone.